Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the regular meeting of the City of Charlestown Board of Public Works. Today is May 21st, 2026. It is 10 a.m. This meeting is being live streamed by Underproduction Multimedia. We'll begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Let the record show that all board members are present, as well as Clerk Treasurer Donna Coomer and our Attorney Perry McCall. We have an agenda that's been provided. I do have 2 additional claims to read in, but I'll read those in when we get to the claims report. Need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. Any questions or other edits? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That is unanimous. We have our standing business, which includes our minutes from May 7th, our current claims as provided in the packet, and there were 2 that came through that didn't make it to the clerk treasurer staff in time to get included in the packet, so I do need to read those in. One is for the paint class that happened, or that's happening on happened on 5/17. This is the agreement with Redheaded Princess Designs, whereby she pays us and then we reimburse. So we're not out any money on this. It's the money that we received that we're paying her in the amount of $210 to Redheaded Princess Designs. And then the second one, there is a skate night coming up on the 30th to kick off the opening of the Family Activities Park for the season. And we've scheduled a DJ to come participate in that. And that is $200 to Tank Entertainment. And that is paid for out of the revenue fund, Carrie, yes, out of Carrie, the Parks Revenues Fund. So I'll add those to claims, and then our payroll allowance docket is from April 27th to May 17th. That said, need a motion to approve all those items.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Maggie Wild, second by Ernie Thompson. Any question on those? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Those are unanimous. I don't see anyone signed up for public comment. We have no old business, so we'll move straight into new business. First up, last meeting we received authorization to move forward with a mural project for the side of City Hall. And so this time we have the full contract. So the artist, the muralist, sent over her contract. I sent it to Perry for review, and Perry made some amendments. Just a couple of minor tweaks. We did receive the artist renditions from the artist. There were 3 versions, but really it's only the font of the message that's changing with those, and I gave those to Donna. She's going to meet with one of the residents who had recommended the mural be put up and kind of get her feedback on it. It's old-term members of the beautification committee, people that have done a lot for the city, gonna get some feedback on those, which font they like, that kind of thing. But the contract is pretty straightforward. If approved today, it authorizes the muralist to move forward with a 610 square foot mural, with the description being, it features full lower coverage of greenery with 3 to 4 native florals to Indiana, integrating lettering that reads "Good things grow here," and 2 interactive butterfly wings to enhance the space and engage community. She would begin the project as soon as she receives our final approval and anticipates the work being done June 11th through 15th in time to have it completed for the annual Founders Day Festival on June 19th and 20th. Total compensation, or not to exceed amount, depending on how much it actually ends up work, but the not to exceed amount is $7,980. And with this contract, we would be approving a 10% non-refundable deposit of $798, with the remaining balance due upon completion. This would be paid for out of our beautification donation fund, so this is not a tax revenue funded mural. It is a donation funded mural through the beautification fund. We collect donations throughout the year into the beautification fund. People donate for a variety of reasons to the beautification fund, so this would be paid for out of donations to that fund. And Perry has looked over all this, like I said, and made any changements. So with the motion, you would need to authorize me to execute the contract and get that project started.
I missed the size. Will it cover a lot of the wall?
So the entire, it will not cover the full wall. So if you think about the mural we did in Greenway Park where it covers the entire wall,
Right.
this will not cover the entire wall. It will be a line of grass and flowers along the bottom that kind of come up partially, almost like to, not to the top, but like halfway up is what she was proposing with some of the native, like the peonies and stuff that are for representing Indiana. And then there will be two monarch butterfly wings, one kind of low and small so that, you know, a smaller person could stand there, and then a little bit larger for whatever, just as a photo op opportunity, but just to kind of decorate the side of the building there.
I'll make that motion.
All right,
I'll
we have a
second.
motion by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. Any other questions on that?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. So we'll get that executed and get her started on that. Next up, we have a agreement from Kentucky Indiana Productions for Founder's Day. And this is for the rental of a temporary stage, and all the lighting and sound equipment that goes along with, actually, the lighting and sound's already done, so it's just the stage, right? And the amount, I'm going to the bottom.
I think the new quote includes it all though, so.
Oh,
basically
includes everything.
it voids the other one. And this
Oh,
is the
okay.
new one.
All right.
Yes.
So all the lighting and sound from before, it was 5,000.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is 9,500.
Correct.
So that's the difference. Okay, that's good to know, because I thought it was an additional 9,500.
No.
So you may be asking, why are we getting a stage? I thought we were using the commons. And let me just explain. Due to weather, you can't control the weather. We knew it would be a tight deadline to get the commons ready for Founder's Day, and due to weather setbacks, as you've seen lately with all this rain, and also with some supply chain issues getting some parts of the stage in, it's not gonna be ready in time for Founder's Day. It will be close to ready, but we didn't want close to ready, we
Yeah.
wanted complete. So, we made the decision to go ahead and move forward with bringing a temporary stage in. However, with the size of the crowd that we're expecting with J.D. Shelburne, for instance, and with the construction site going on, we have had to relocate the position of the stage to be in the corner over here at Main Cross in Main, facing the square, kind of pointing towards the square. It gives a larger audience. And we've already talked to the market coordinator and coordinated moving the market pieces and have all of that done. So the total cost, instead of the 5,000, will be the 9,500, but this is 100% covered. So along with this, Mac Construction, who is building the Commons, is sponsoring the stage at a $15,000 sponsorship level.
Dang.
So this doesn't cost the city any extra money. It is still 100% covered by sponsorships and donations to the event. So we just need to move forward with that and make sure we get that stage secured.
Make that motion.
Okay, motion by Maggie Wild,
I'll second.
second by Ernie
That's my
Thompson.
pacemaker going on. Tell them the battery's shot. Sounds good, don't it?
Do you need to take a moment?
Don't ask me why they do that, but
That's-
at 10 minutes after 10, it goes off to tell me the battery's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That we're horribly treated, horribly
Oh.
treated.
Everybody's just, everything's
Horribly
going off
treated.
today.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a motion by Maggie, a second by Ernie
You
Thompson.
heard my second, it was in the
Yeah.
music, yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that was
I was gonna tell you
unanimous.
before the meeting.
It's okay.
you
You
know,
knew it was gonna happen
You
during the
don't do
meeting.
it every day, and I knew this morning that it would do it.
It would do it.
Yeah.
That's okay, as long as you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good with it. If I fall over dead, bury me.
Hey, we have 3 of us in the room that have now been certified for CPR, thanks to our,
Just
police
don't let
department,
Charles
so
give me CPR.
We're good. Playground inflatables, Hannah, are you presenting that one?
Yes, ma'am. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
So for the playground inflatables, this is for opening weekend at the Family Activities Park, which will be May 28th through May 31st. We've got 2 inflatable water slides that are coming. The cost is $2,104. It includes setup, tear down, and staffing of the water slides, so that way our staff's not having to attend to that. But yeah, we are wanting to set those up at the Family Activities Park opening weekend.
This is a company we've used before, we already have their W-9, their insurance, all those things.
Yes, ma'am.
And we pay for this out of the revenue fund for parks, is it? She had to step out, I'm pretty sure that's how
I
she
was
pays
about
for
to
it.
say, I believe so.
Alright, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild, any additional questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? That is unanimous, thank you. Are you pursuing the Backyard Classics Car Show as well?
I am, yes.
Okay.
So for the Backyard Classics Car Show, they are hosting one of their car shows on the square on June 27th. But because of the large crowd, several side streets will have to be shut down for it, just to accommodate the amount of cars that are brought in. So in this packet, I have attached a list as well as a map of what streets will be closed. And those will be closed from the evening of June 26th until approximately 4 p.m. on June 27th.
I have one issue with this,
Okay,
that I think we need to amend.
okay,
Since we have the, Founder's Day event the week before, and we're already having to shut down, I think that we're gonna have to limit the car show and close off there at Main and Main Cross instead of the alleyway at Green Alley,
okay,
so that we don't limit access to Copper Kettle.
okay,
Cause that's during their prime business hours, breakfast
Yeah.
and lunch, so that saves space for the businesses, cause we will have open and reserved for patrons of the businesses, the parking in front of Bruce's Flooring and the post office in that section, cause it's not blocked. But then I think we need to move that one barricade up, and if the car show people need to move further down, Main towards Harrison and even use a portion of Harrison, that's fine. But we need to make sure that those businesses are not blocked off 2 weekends in a row.
okay. Would you like me to come up with a new map for you then, or?
No, I mean, we'll just make sure that that we coordinate with them, I think we can just amend that
Okay,
part of it, just to, that we will approve it pending that, or
okay,
with that amendment to the plan. So I would recommend that I would entertain a motion to approve the shutdown of those streets for the car show with that amendment.
Make that motion.
Motion by Maggie Wild,
Second.
second by Ernie Thompson, any questions on that? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that is unanimous, and I'm sorry Hannah, I
You're
actually
okay.
skipped an agenda item. We need to do the Clark County Farmers Appreciation event, it was actually before the Backyard Classics, and that was my error.
I was just rolling with it. So the Clark County Farmers Appreciation, they are a group of farmers, obviously, in Clark County. They are wanting to host a farm-to-table dinner on July 25th on the city square. That is a Saturday. I think they've got a lot of vendors already lined up in the area to have a pretty good meal. But Short Street will have to be closed from Friday, July 24th through Sunday 26th. This is a little bit prolonged, but that is because to drop the tables and chairs, we do have a Music in the Park on Friday, July 24th in the evening. So the tables and chairs will have to be dropped in the morning that Friday, and then they won't be picked up until the following Saturday. That should only affect Short Street though, so Main Cross, Main should be open still. And then the city will be sponsoring $2,500. We have agreed that we'll pay up front for tables, chairs, tents, porta potties, and golf carts under the agreement that the Clark County Farmers Appreciation will reimburse us $2,000, leaving the remaining $2,500 of that balance as our sponsorship.
Okay, so this is only Short Street, this does not involve Main or Main Cross, so I don't anticipate any significant impact on our business community. And essentially, Carrie is paying for the $2,500 towards those items as our sponsorship out of her revenue fund. But then any charge over that $2,500 for those items, the Clark County Farmers Appreciation will reimburse us $2,000 to cover the additional gap there in those items.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I see their certificate of insurance, they got us named, and then we have their W-9, so, should be good to go. We just need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Ernie Thompson.
I'll second.
Second by Maggie Wild. Any additional questions? This will be the first one of these. I think this is exciting. I
Yeah.
think they've already sold out all their tickets too.
They
It's a ticketed event and they managed all the tickets and they sold out
Dang.
pretty much. Before they were even able to advertise publicly for it, it sold out, so.
Yes, yeah,
We'll see how it goes and hopefully the weather will be nice.
I hope so.
All
Thank
right,
you all.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that is unanimous.
So this is a proposal, do we need signatures from Sharon on that?
I think we have their W-9 and stuff, yeah, what we can get it for them. Can you get with, the Farmers Appreciation and just have them sign that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then, we had, a couple of items that needed to be addressed. The first is the Halcyon Hill Graveyard Monument repair. We are getting ready, this board, a while back, a couple years ago, authorized moving forward, if you recall, with the recognition of a Revolutionary War era soldier who was buried in the Halcyon Hill Cemetery over there by the basketball court on Spring Street.
Right.
And that's happening as we kick off Founder's Day on June 13th, that ceremony to acknowledge him. And as we were over there with the cemetery group, or the group, the Sons and Daughters of the American Revolution, preparing for that and scoping it out, Tommy Jackson noticed that one of the existing monuments, the large marble monument, has broken and fallen, is creating a safety hazard out there. And so he recommended that we get that repaired. So he reached out to, the monument repair company to get a quote on getting it repaired, and if I can find, there it is. So this is with Shelby Monument?
Yes.
No, that's the restoration of the element. Who's the monument company? I can't read it.
Oh, that is,
I don't see it.
we get,
It's in the logo, but it's so small, I
Yeah.
can't read it.
Backwards on us, so.
he's actually, Grayson is the one that sent me to him, he's one of the few guys that do it, he's actually a North Harrison teacher, and that's what he does in the summer.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll need to get a W-9
Yeah.
for him on this,
Yeah,
but.
we need that.
Basically, he's given us a quote of $1,500 to repair that, and I think we should move forward with getting that done, because it's gonna,
Yes.
that thing's gonna roll down the hill at some point and hurt someone if we don't.
It says cemetery
Something LLC.
LLC, but I can't take it.
Think it says cemetery
because it's
repairs.
backwards.
Yeah.
You got to read the Lexius to read it. Hey, Charles, come here. Because you could read this backwards, bro.
Cemetery.
C H A F T Z Champsman?
I thought all the monument companies made repairs, but they don't, apparently they use this guy.
Cemetery Champsman LLC?
Craftsman.
Craftsman. okay.
Cemetery Craftsman's LLC.
That's-
There we
That's an
go.
odd way to spell it. Oh,
Yeah, it
Z,
has
yeah.
inverted
Yeah, yeah.
the logo
Yeah.
and, okay, on the invoice. All right, Cemetery Craftsman's LLC in the amount of $1,500 is what we are approving.
I'll make that motion.
Maggie Wild makes the motion.
I'll second.
Ernie Thompson seconds. Any additional questions on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that is unanimous. And then the final one was, unfortunately, when we are snow plowing, occasionally mailboxes pay the price. And that's just often because of the force of the snow, or it's too close to the road, or whatever. And we had an incident where one of our snow plows a while back, took out a mailbox at 8208 Hidden River Trace, and the owner has replaced that mailbox and given us an invoice. You'll notice 2 pictures were included, it's only one expense. He just sent 2 photos for some reason. So the amount is $426.93 to replace that mailbox in the same style of what was there before. So we just need a motion to approve that for sanitation to recover that.
I'll make that motion.
Maggie Wild makes the motion.
I'll second.
Ernie Thompson seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that is unanimous. All right, that is the end of our agenda items. If there's nothing further, I just need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Motion
second.
by Ernie Thompson, second by Maggie Wild. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned.